Hello and welcome back to Monster Train. In the 20 minutes since I recorded the last video to now, if you can believe it, I saw that they announced the new Monster Train 2 update, which is coming out on November 4th. So that's pretty cool. We got like 2 weeks until the next big update hits. Perfectly timed. You can go read about it on, I think I have an article on PC Gamer out there. If you want to see what's up and what's coming up, there's 2 new bosses. They're doing an alternate boss for Fight 3 and Fight 6, and then there's some new relics, which is cool. I am down. It doesn't look like it's gonna shake the game up a ton, but it'll be fun to see some new content. Right on time, in my opinion. Shall we? What are we after today? We're after Siphon and then Savagery. We get Infectory in our starter. We have Hellhorned Exile secondary. And we're Belit, of course. We're the guy. Double Summon's very good. Shadow Sheath to stack a huge mushroom stack is silly, because each stack of the mushroom that you play gets stealth. It's pretty bad, but it would be a cool way to win Relentless. But we're just going to play Ashes, of course. And I guess we could try Siphon Spawn too, and Troop adds plus 1 HP per stack. I haven't gotten to play this Executioner path. The problem is, this path has no damage. And I don't think we started with any... Oh, we have Infectory. So it's like you're double dipping in value on killing enemies. So if we can kill enemies, it'll be good. Can we kill enemies? Well, that's a different question. We'll do Steelworker, who's actually a little synergistic as well. He should go in front. And we'll see where we are. The first fight I'm not too worried about, because we'll siphon our mushroom stack and get going. Maybe I should have left room though, and we could have played Queen Zimpling instead of armor. Hard to say. It would be nice to have Infectory here. That's easy to say. But I guess in theory we should just win Relentless regardless. Oh, Infectory's at the bottom of my deck. 2 Infectories both at the bottom of the deck. That's very cool. Hopefully we're not screwed here for this. We're not. Thankfully the boss is free. If this were your AL, I think we'd be in real trouble here for this. But if this were your AL, we would have had 2 more rounds because we would have played top floor. So things are a little different in that fight anyway. Come to think of it. We would not be brute forcing bottom floor in this fight. And this is Malika's Pyre. You didn't hear about that. We could play Green Recruit, Extinguish Spawn 4. I think it's probably better just to play Spawning Pods. I think that Green Recruit's problem is that he's attached to the Calcified Ember, and his upgrade is useless. Large Stone fledgling him? No, man! You need to be normal! Aye. What's this guy doing, man? Let me swap the dualism in. Well, I don't have any pings, so we'll play Hornbreak. And I guess we're gonna go to the right. Titanite Endless, okay. Cluster Kernel Smidge, that's probably the way, but Spore Launcher is also something. Of note here is that both of these ideas will have trouble against Savagery Seraph. We still need to answer the backline in some way. But I think for now we're just going to play Cluster Kernel and let him be our game plan. However, I think the Spore Launcher Belit would be pretty decent. But I think you just kind of have to play Cluster Kernel here. We could give him Titanite. I think you're giving him plus 14. And that's it. You could do like Titanite plus 20 on Steelworker if you want to. We'll get the plus 20 later. And I think that this round might actually want to play like a full 2-floor setup where we're going to go put like, I don't know, some sort of Hellhorn floor on its own, and maybe we'll play cards on that while these guys sit on their own. But there's a little bit of anti-synergy because Belit needs to see everything die. Or I guess it just prefers to see everything die. 3, 6, 9, 12. I think I can play like this. think it's just 12 damage on that turn. And then often we'll find Queen's Implant. And this mushroom stack will grow very large. We'll go isolate the healer here, get them out of the way. Yeah, with the siphons plus the trial, we're gonna make huge mushroom plays. Maybe I can just play like Trample Mushroom. The problem is I could play Trample Mushroom against any other Seraph. This is the savagery problem. We can't really play this into savagery because he will body us. Unfortunately, we miss the collector for my Ascend play, which is not ideal. Also. But nothing to be done about it. I took a ping, so I had my chance, I just didn't hit it. My mushroom stack will be very, very large here. And very healthy, very powerful. But I think that it needs a little more help before it's going to take down savagery. But also, I mean, 177 in this fight in 4 turns? That's pretty good. We got a lot of time to make it even better, I imagine. I'm going to just ascend here. What's the point of delaying? I'm not going to beat around the bush here. You know, look at this mushroom stack. They got this. I think the mushroom stack really needs me to pick at an equipment that's good. And I know you might be thinking like, oh, well, there's Lumco, GG. That's probably not the equipment. I think this mushroom stack needs me to pick a void armament. Truly. Loamcoat is pretty good because it gives you this 20 HP shell before you start losing stacks. And it gives you Propagate 2. Oh, like Rot, man. This card is so good. I kind of think I have to play double stack Rot. It feels like it anyway. Dualism, Ashes, Welder Helper. Now that's a guy. Now that's a deploy this man for 80 armor. I would have liked him to be damaged, but 80 armor is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sad to miss the Hellhorn banner here. I think we're gonna go look at the arm shop and see if we can find a good hit. Iron Tongue on Belit is something. I think we want to play this at least for the short term, and it can potentially be our long-term play. Maybe. But before I do anything else, let's go check the alcove. ×5? Hey, I just had this yesterday. And by that I mean like 20 minutes ago. Well, more like 27 now. So what do you want? ×5 Cluster Kernel is outrageous and unplayable, but it would be funny. ×5 Welder Helper, there's no space. I could take space, but I don't need armor. I think our survivability is very settled. So I need... I need damage. I need damage. That's all I need is damage. What gives me more damage? Honestly, it could be just 5 rots, but that's too many, but it could be 1 rot. That's not the worst. It could be... It could be another Cluster Kernel. I think it's probably 5 spawning pods, honestly. Because Cluster Kernel is expensive, right? But I guess he fits. But into savagery, so it's 1 Cluster Kernel or it's 5 spawning pods in my mind. I think it's 5 spawning pods. It just feels like it is to me. I think the Cluster Kernel, if it seems good later, we can do it. But it's hard to even foresee him surviving. And we'll take Iron Tongue, and then we'll roll. That's a lot of damage. Equalizing Rings on the mushroom stack. That's a lot of damage. Okay. I'm down with that. And let's carry on. So now I need to find, I mean, I would really like to find the trample guy, right? Give the mushroom stack trample. I think if we see that guy, we can actually do enough damage now to just kind of like punch right through. I believe it to be true. We may as well welder helper. I'm probably gonna take space in this run. Why would I not put welder helper in front? I don't know. He can just go in front. And we'll start our mushroom stack in. I could stave myself this 1 HP. I'm experimenting with just taking more vengeful shard damage and caring less about it. I don't know if it's better or not. But we should make a point to hidden passage one of these guys up. That's very good. Alright, game. Show me one of the troop guy whose name I can't remember. Squad leader? Squad leader. One squad leader here. Also, we're going to do some tech to keep Archon satisfied. We're going to do like one of these. Stop him from gaining any value where possible. I respect Archon. Even though my mushroom stack is going to be huge, they will take some damage, and I'm going to respect Archon enough to not just like I'm going to respect him enough not to disrespect him, which is not a great way to put it, but hopefully you understand what I mean. I think that if you just kill everything in his face, he gets really strong. Like, maybe strong enough to outpace me here. Because remember, every time you get hit and your mushroom stack gets weaker, he's also getting stronger. Well, I guess not stronger here, but in general, he's getting stronger. But yeah, we're like a one-note build right now. I hit these guys, they die or they live. And if there's any second heavy, too bad for me. Is pretty much where we are. I have very little to do in the next area to stop this from being the case. And Iron Tongue doesn't even do anything in this fight. It's for later. Could Iron Tongue the imp? Actually. That's kind of silly. Yeah, our mushroom stack in Archon is at like 400, which is a lot. And it's going to get bigger because Belit's going to get more Siphon, I believe. I think he siphons and gives more HP as well. Maybe I over-respected Archon here a little bit. Maybe just a little bit I over-respected. Maybe just a touch. It's possible. One guy in a suit is extremely silly. It's like so ridiculous, right? I don't know if you know what it is. It is cool here. I think normally I would pass on this. I'd probably play Spike of the Legion. I'm gonna pick this because imagine this and then Battering Ram. It's gotta be cool. We can play Anoki on the floor. I think that that's fine. And she'll give us more HP, which is more damage. So the only problem here is that we can't fight double heavies. Thankfully, we're not fighting a boss that has double heavies. Don't worry, it won't even be up. Don't even sweat it, man. Everything's gonna be great. Ideally, yeah, I go to this Under Legion banner so that I can look for Squad Leader, because Squad Leader fixes all of our woes. And I'll go to the right. I'm too poor to go left here. Far too poor. You can do remove consume on nothing, that's useful. Do -2 gain consume. In this deck, I think it's actually fine to put this on Rot. I don't think you'll see this card again very often. It's probably only ever going to be one time. Siphon Spawn 2, Troop adds +2 HP per stack. I know, I've asked many people about this. No one has ever told me that they've pivoted successfully into Hiveminder onto. If you don't start Hiveminder, you just don't play it, I'm pretty sure. I'd rather go for more HP. And maybe there's a world where it works out for you, but nobody's ever told me that they've done it well. The best I've gotten is, yeah, it was okay. It was a struggle. And I wish I could do intrinsic holdover tiresome climb here. Sadly, I don't have tiresome climb. Let's use intrinsic a mushroom just in case, right? And then the dupe here. I don't even know. I have no idea. Maybe this Hornbreak? Probably the Rot. Almost certainly the Rot. I think we can take this trial. I'm pretty sure we're so strong that we can just disrespect this boss. We are very powerful for a little bit longer. Inoki first, Belit. Cluster Kernel should probably go in the back. And this is not a curse fight. I don't think I need to sweat this too much. So we're just gonna go Conscript. Hey, what do you know? Quick sweep. Interesting. You may as well, I think is my main feeling. You could clear the Calcified Ember, but I think it's good to be safe. Now something I wanted to mention, one of the ways we could go about winning this fight, or winning this run, is by playing Ashes plus the little mushroom dude who goes ta-da. His name is Cheery Deathcap. Someone told me, by the way, and I know this is not true, but I just want to like physically see it. Someone told me once that they saw this unit go from the 2nd floor to the 4th floor with haste. So I was like, does this ever happen? Or did they change this in Monster Train 2? And the answer is no. I don't want this to sound like I'm calling this person out. I have to imagine what happened is this guy was on the middle floor and they had like 7 units on the top floor, so he skipped to the Pyre, which would make sense. This is not like a call out post, so I'm not trying to dunk on anyone. I just wanted to see it for myself, and I can offer a reasonable explanation as to what they saw. Yeah, our mushroom stack's 511 in this fight, which is ridiculous, of course. And then we get up to 304 armor down the line. Our mushroom stack is huge, like ridiculously strong. I think every single other fight, and this one's a wrap, but unfortunately, we need to figure out how we're going to deal with savagery. But single heavies are nothing, and backline gets killed by the sweeper, so there's a lot to like. We just have to figure out how to wrap this one up. Because it's not close right now. It's not close. Multi-strike on Inoki would be really good here. I think that we will want to go look around for that, because that handles backline as well. Endless truffles. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna take that now. Whoa, there's holdover tiresome climb. I was just asking for this guy. And then he showed up. Okay, so I can go either way here. I'm pretty sure I should go Magic Shop, Steel Shop, Magic Shop, Arms Shop. I don't want to let the Arms Shop let me down, but I could go here and pick up a deployable Equalizing Rings, which I should not do because there's no mushroom in deployment. Got it. Intrinsic holdover tiresome climb. Sometimes I guess they just like deliver it to you on a silver platter, huh? Sorry, I should check this first. First time he's turned a spell card with Consume is played, draw 1. I'm not playing Capricious Malikas here. Squad Leader. Perfect. Well, I think this run is pretty much handled now. I think that we can just make our mushroom extremely big, and that's the whole game. I think with this we have a whole complete balanced game plan. The last thing I want here is multi-strike. That's the last thing. Not for the enemies, but for me. I want multi-strike on my side of the board on Inoki, and then I think this one is finished. We take energy, we put deployable on Iron Tongue, we put multi-strike on Inoki. That's the run wrapped up in a bow. Let's see what we can do. I should maybe put Belit up front. I don't know. It doesn't really matter in this fight, of course, but down the line I should consider where he should be. Equalizing Rings. And in this fight, I think I will just kind of... I don't know, I'll do whatever. It makes sense to ascend a guy here, maybe 2 even. We're 126 trample. We're pretty close to where I need to be. No infector yet. 182 trample. Okay, he's good enough now. 182 trample should be plenty. This goes here, this goes here. Oh man, my Iron Tongue. That's okay. We don't need to think too hard about this one, I don't believe. Although the backliners might live, maybe? I doubt it. I think in this position I just end my turn and I win. My mushroom stack is 455, 455 trample. It is, it's funny, I think, that I recently, as recently as yesterday was saying and talking about how I feel like the runs get a little samey, and then the last 2 runs have been really, really cool and different. Like, this is a cool run. This is a good one. I think that that is just a bit of an Underlegion diff for today's run, though. Underlegion runs are really cool. This clan is always doing something pretty neat. I never really have any complaints about Underlegion, because there's so many weird ways they play the game. And same for Lazarus. I feel like Lazarus has a similar privilege of just doing cool things. They're maybe too good. I don't know. We are ending... I mean, this isn't really fair because we're siphoning on this guy. I was gonna say, we're ending in the 1200s on the mushroom stack. Keep going, fellas. You got this. Tome of Evergrowth, Mushy Room. Stop giving me these fucking totem units with large stone. Malinkas, get your head in the game. I think Tome of Evergrowth is good to have. It's intrinsic as well, so it's not even like we have to pay anything for it. Alloy is also fine, and that's also free, so why not, basically. And we're gonna go see if we can hit the last piece of this one, which is multi-strike. Okay, I think that'll pretty much do it. Because now the rest of this run is like deterministic. We can do the rest of this shit for free. All I have to do is walk into the deployable on 8, and we should be fine. Do Shield Steward first. The only thing is maybe on 7 we could have a little trouble because of not drawing Iron Tongue in time, and maybe in the next fight we could have a little trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the deck just a little bit, you know? It doesn't hurt to clean up some units, clean up the streets a little bit. But I think that Kale should be no problem. He can make his big, fancy unit. I think it won't matter. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to play top floor still. Actually. We'll position something like that. And I think you just have to put Bully up front. Now, I did take a Dualism squad leader there. It was for Tome of Evergrowth, if you were curious. I didn't mention it out loud. But now this is 6 sap, which is really good. Very, very good to have. Let me go like spawning pods, alloy to defend, and I would like to isolate an enemy to get an early siphon here before anything really happens. And we can just send up the fruit. Nice and simple. And I should probably be respectful here. But I should also daze the guy. And we can do like Hornbreak here. That looks right. I can just daze Kale so that he never feeds. And I'm not going to use my Tome of Evergrowth, mostly because I don't need to. And I don't feel like it as a result. Like, there's no need for it. At this point, nothing is hitting me in a meaningful way anyway. Tome of Evergrowth is mostly for Seraph, so that early on, before we get so well established, we can survive a hit from a sweeper if everything else goes wrong. This guy lived? Alright, never mind. Tome of Evergrowth. Go get him, killer. 18 HP. Thank you, Tome of Evergrowth. See? It's good to have, but I don't feel like I need to spam it every turn. I don't need to sweat it. But it's nice to have it. Put that down. I want to play the spawning pods instead. Damage scaling a little lower than I would have expected though, actually. We're only at 420. I thought by now we'd be a lot higher. So we're gonna have a little bit of trouble in the savagery then. That's my assessment here. Savagery's gonna look a little scary if we're not able to one-tap these in a timely manner. Need more targets for Siphon. Need more enemies. That's what it feels like. This run into, can you imagine playing this into Corruption Seraph? This shit would look so absurd. With how many enemies he has for you to kill, it would look ridiculous how big the mushroom stack would get. These guys would be huge. 833 is not enough to clear out double heavies on Savagery. So we're not actually as wrapped up as I thought we were. I want to be around, I guess around 800, 900 is about right with what these guys will do in the back. I don't think I'm going to put one Horn's Tome on them. That doesn't seem right. Racking Pain doesn't seem right. Impulate doesn't seem right. This is energy so I can play Iron Tongue in deployment. And I don't need Steel Shop, so we'll go Magic Shop. Spell Chain goes on. If you want to be realistic here, and I think I probably should be realistic here, it's probably on Tome of Evergrowth. I probably should just do this because we can nuke one of the heavies down. I should have played the Sap Room, Mushy Room, that I skipped earlier. It would be good for this Seraph. Garfield Box. I can just remove 3 imps for free. I'm fine with that. Maybe they'll do something, who knows. Basically, the Garfield Box was just 3 removals, though, which is really good. Absolutely happy with that. He does go up to spawn 3, and troop adds +3 per stack. And he's 80 HP, which means we don't actually have to get to 1,000. Most of the double heavy waves are... one of the double heavy waves, though, is like a triple heavy wave on Seraph, so I don't know. We'll have to do some work on this. Silence. Yuck. I think that we are so strong as to disrespect Rax and play top floor. And we will isolate the silencer and kill him. Is my expectation anyway. You're here. We want to delete all of this stuff. I'm not thinking too hard about my positioning here. And then... yeah, we'll just tiresome climb the guy. Equalizing rings the guys. I think it was wrong to play Steelworker here. I think it was. I should get him out of here. He should just be up here. That's correct. And you know what? I guess this is free regen. I should do it. Just early on, before we're super locked up. Here we get Infectory. I think we would get the Siphon because I think it works in my favor, but I'm not actually sure. I want to skip Tiresome Climb here. I think I should, so that I have a slightly better chance of getting to Iron Tongue on this turn. Didn't need to, but it helps a little bit. And then you just go like these. How are we looking here, Mushroom Stack? 392 on turn 3? Ooh. Yeah, this doesn't look very good. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. Our spot doesn't look great. There's a few options here. I think we might just end up tanking a little bit of damage because I think we need to play middle floor is where this one ends up. Like, obviously once we're here, we're super winning. I think that this is not a run where you can come into the Seraph fight with a perfect plan. We are going to have to play a little bit by ear based on our draw. Because Rot can make a difference, the moving of enemies around can make a difference. We'll have to mess with it, basically. We can't go into it with a perfect plan. Which I would prefer to have a perfect plan, but you know. I do believe that even though Rax is going to hit hundreds, we're okay since we're in the thousands. We're 1400, he's going to hit us for 200. I can tank that, though. I can just tough it out. It's kind of like it's nothing to me, man. And by nothing to me, I mean nothing to my mushroom stack. Look at these guys. The first hit just glances off of their armor. Doesn't even, barely even scratches the paint on his first attack. Here, take it easy, buddy. Have a little sap. Don't scratch the paint, man. What the hell? They just polished that armor. What an inconsiderate guy. I think that you could play Pandemic here. Calcified Ember, not the worst. This card's good for the Titans if we make it. Does Impish Scholar bring back anything good? Not really. Too much trash. And I don't think it's branding right. God knows we don't need more defense. Okay, we go left. We go look in here. We see a bunch of nothing. Maybe mushrooms good. Zone of Silence also not bad. Let me look at the trinket shop. Manifold Mirror? Manifold Mirror. So the problem here is this is the lower second lowest HP Pyre, I believe now. And so playing this into Savagery and not playing for something like Zone of Silence is very scary. I have to play my full deployment though, so I can't play deployable Zone of Silence as much as I would like to. But I think you are supposed to play this, because we're probably just going to play middle floor anyway. And then with Zone of Silence, I can survive, or I can wait for it, basically. This is what I thought. And then we could play Mushy Room above, which is also fine. I don't need to draw anything in particular. So I'm fine with it like this. And then I don't mind picking up Manifold Mirror. Because we could draw Dante's Footstool here, which changes things. So I guess I should have rolled this first. And we did not get it. We do just get +1 draw though, which is cool. Now, does Spotted Spore mean that we outpace on HP? No, we don't, right? +2/+2 is +4 per stack. Troops are 3 4s, so with this, they would be 7 7s, but they're 7 8s because of Inoki. So to play this, I would have to play 2 squad leaders, which is definitely not right, because I'd have to give something up for it. Although, I guess I could probably give up Cluster Kernel. And then you could play deployable Zone of Silence. You'd have 1... Nah, we're playing deployable Iron Tongue for sure into this boss. For sure. You can hypothetically just tank this Seraph though with Inoki scaling your HP and regen, but I think surviving the first hit is really hard. Maybe I should just try it though. If I had 1 more energy in deployment, I think it would be more enticing, because we would go deployable Zone of Silence, and then we would play middle floor. Or I guess in this case we would play top floor, right? We'd play top floor, and we would go Manifold Mirror, all of the rooms with those Zone of Silence. I don't know. It's too late now. Do you want to do Meat Shield Equalizing Rings? That's the only other thought. It's like 15 attack. I don't think it's that good. Okay, I go to the trinket shop, I buy... I guess you take Fun Guy, gain +2 attack per troop stack, just in case we bottom deck here. Because I could just miss Equalizing Rings. So this is fine to have. And I think it's going to be hard for me to remove Calcified Ember with energy, so I'll pay for it. Lastly, we go to the well, and we grab... Probably, if you want to just win, you probably just grab a second tiresome climb, honestly. You know what's a good way to deal with double heavies? Just make them single heavies for the first 3 waves. I think I might actually just play this one top floor. There's a lot of variance on this run. But I think you are supposed to play this one top floor with the double tiresome climbs, and we can kind of just filter it out. It's hard for me to visualize, so we're just gonna play. Hey, this Elite Champion just lives a hit, by the way. Sorry, I missed like 2 rallies there. I hope you'll forgive me. Okay, well first of all, I should not play Vengeful Shard, I believe. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Sure. And then I want to do... So what we want here is we want to separate these guys. Actually, I might just want to bring the Gladiator up too. No, I'm supposed to daze Seraph here. Hold on. There goes my badge, but I'll live. Let's play this out correctly. Conscript first, then Tome of the Evergrowth. Tome of the Evergrowth. I hit him with these, and then if my mushroom stack lives, which it does, I want to bring up these guys for the early siphon. I want Infectory now, and then I want to play my troop stack. And that's all there is to do. Unfortunately, now Equalizing Rings isn't even that good. But it's like, you kind of just play it because you have to, right? Now, the real problem here is that I draw very few cards. That's our next issue. 119 plus 80... plus 60. I think I'm supposed to just give this guy an express trip up. Send him straight into the Pyre. He dies. I don't get a siphon for it, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters a little bit, right? But what can you do? My damage output is not very good. And unfortunately, my Manifold Mirror was also not very good here. I would have liked it to have been a little better. Hopefully I can kill this guy. Oh man. He lives? Oh man. Well, I guess I have to tank 9, but I can make it a lot lower. This is the point of the sap, right? He lives, but he doesn't live. And then we daze this guy, and we daze this guy. Oh, and look at that, with the quick we actually kill him. Cool. So maybe I should then instead have done the sap on Seraph? Probably. We have such insane control over the unit, like the enemy positioning here. This isn't even that much though, for me. We go Eager Conscript. I think, well, these guys just die. I think I'm playing Rot here, and he's dead now. And then I guess I should just daze Seraph. I believe we have put up enough of a mushroom stack increase here that now they don't lose any size. But to be safe, I'll do this. They do actually lose some size, so never mind. Because otherwise I think their HP would not have been going up there. Okay, we're like holding on here. We're hanging in there. I think the Zone of Silence is too late, and it's just not very playable here. So I'll go Spawning Pods. I don't think I can do anything about this 425 guy. I think he just ends up in my Pyre always, so I should just send him out of the way now. This is my feeling. Because it doesn't matter, right? He's going to be dazed. The only thing that's sad is that I lose scaling, right? We care mostly about our scaling here. Because this wave is... Wait, we kill this? That surprises me. I would not have believed that we did enough damage to kill these guys. I would not have believed it. I mean, I don't believe it, actually. So if I do enough damage to kill these guys, then I do enough damage to ascend this Harvester and have him piggyback into this wave. Because this is 1,000, this is less than 1,000. So we're just diffusing the damage here a little bit. And we're going to tiresome climb, and we're going to fungi in a suit up quite a bit. I guess we're clear now. It looks like we have harvested or siphoned enough and rallied enough that we have enough now. Playing these guys was kind of bad for me. That's my main take here. Those guys were not good for me. Okay, let's tiresome climb the guy. And let's sap and conscript. And you may as well just throw these guys in. It doesn't really matter. I think now we're in the clear. Savagery is defeated in a pretty cool way. Oh, I took 10 damage for no reason. Fuck, man. I knew I was forgetting something. God damn it. Why'd I do that? It should have been a perfect fight. It should have been a perfect top floor play on Savagery Seraph. But I just took a 10 for no reason. Well, that's life. The good news for us is that I can't lose the Titan fight. Sometimes the Titan fight just takes a really, really long time. Because we can just cycle dazes between Savagery and Dominion. The problem with that, of course, is that we spend a lot of time waiting for Dominion to die. So, I will be trying to avoid that, if possible. I also think that I will maybe just kind of, like, skip one of these. Skip one of these tiresome climbs, if possible. Order incorrectus. Got my order wrong again. Okay, well, it turns out that it's just Infectory all the way. That's how it is. That's how it'll be. And then I want... Doesn't really matter who... But we are just gonna sap up the guy here. And I think there's no reason to take this damage. Go hit 36 on the annoying part of this fight. And here we are. I can just daze you again. Make sure I'm playing Pyre light. Oh, and we can rot him. That'll speed us along quite a bit. So I actually might spend the most time waiting for Entropy to die, now that I'm looking at it. That might be what we wait all of our time here for. Mr. Entropy. And all of these curses is going to be annoying. Are going to be annoying, I guess, I should say. All of these curses will be annoying. I think I'm done. I don't need to sap anything. I don't want regen on Savagery. I can tell you that for sure. Alright. I can see the writing on the wall. I need to go put the days here. It's fine. We kill pretty quickly anyway. It's not a huge deal. We're at 400? That's enough for a while. There's a triple heavy wave that'll be here soon that I would like to be prepared for. I think it's wave 9? Not that there's a ton we can do to prepare for it. But it's coming. You know, I'm aware of it. So that's good. That's important. It's I don't know, man. This is only my second recording. I cannot be running out of mental power already. Surely. Who am I routing? I think it's Entropy. I actually think it doesn't matter. I think they're both going to take a really long time. Entropy and Savagery. I'm going to do Entropy though because I like him less. And then I guess I don't even need to spend on Firelight anymore. So I guess I'm just going to play like, what, Pandemic? This guy lives. I should ascend him now. Because this way he's going to walk up into the Pyre on 1 HP and I can just have him die, basically. But I still get my siphons. Okay, I'm done with that turn. I still get my 2 siphons and I don't take any extra damage. Well, no, I take 1 extra hit. But I was wrong. It's not Dominion who takes the longest time to die. Also, it's wave 8. That's scary. These guys are still counting up here. And we're not even afraid of this, I don't think. It looks like we do plenty. 500 plus 300 plus... I'm just gonna, for simplicity's sake, 500 plus 300 plus 200. It's like 500 plus 180, technically. Or 500, 300, 180. It's 980. But it's basically 1,000 when you think about it like that. If I ascend this guy, I just ruin my run, so I probably shouldn't do that. That would make sense. I'll just tire some climb here. Equalizing Ring's also pretty good in this one because of all of the sap. It's helpful for that. Something to consider as well. Many such things to consider. Many similar cases. Yeah, Titans just can't hurt me. This run is like, someone recently asked me if Malikas is ever anything other than actively harmful, and I would like to point out that, yeah. Like, you're gonna low roll sometimes with Malikas, but you're also gonna high roll sometimes. It is a variance Pyre, but the way that you think about it is you're just like saving a bunch of money on shop upgrades, and all of your cards are a little bit better because you have all of these extra shop upgrades, right? Like, you have upgrades on cards you would never upgrade, which is good. It's definitely a power increase. Even though sometimes it just gives you like 3 large stones on units you would have played otherwise. But those units weren't that important. And it only takes 1 holdover or 1 multi-strike in the right place to have this Pyre just win you the game. Or in this case, 1 quick. 1 quick on Inoki to really simplify the deal. Hey, that was sick. I had a great time with that run. New personal best for enemies killed on the top floor, and new personal best for biggest fun guy troop. Cool stuff. Yeah, I love this champion. Belit's really cool. I think Underlegion is a good pick for favorite clan because Belit and Madam Lion's Mane both feel extremely varied and interesting to play. I think Underlegion is like the greatest success of Monster Train 2. This clan is so sick. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.